Greetings, folks! Buckle up as we dive into the world of men and uncover some truly fascinating and hilarious facts. Today we're going to share some intriguing and at times downright amusing facts about the gentlemen around us. From the scientific to the downright quirky, we'll be exploring it all, leaving no stone unturned in our quest to entertain and enlighten you about men. So, are you ready to have your mind blown? Let's get started. Okay, here's the first kicker. Did you know that men are much more likely to be colorblind than women? That's right, color blindness or color vision deficiency affects around 1 in 12 men, compared to just 1 in 200 women. This all comes down to genetics. You see, the genes responsible for the most common types of color blindness are on the X chromosome. Men have one X and one Y chromosome, while women have two X's. If a man's single X chromosome carries the color blindness mutation, he will be colorblind. But for a woman, both her X chromosomes would need to have the mutation for her to be colorblind, so it's a bit of a genetic lottery. This doesn't mean that all men see the world in black and white, but rather, they might struggle to distinguish between certain shades of colors like red and green or blue and yellow. So next time you're arguing with a man about colors, remember, he might genuinely be seeing things a little differently. Moving on to something a bit hairier, did you know an average man spends around 5 months of his life shaving? Quite a staggering amount of time when you start to add it up, isn't it? Think of it this way, that's a generous vacation time in some countries. Now let's delve into this a bit. The average man begins to shave around the age of 14 or 15 and continues to do so for the rest of his life. If he spends about 3 to 4 minutes each day scraping away that stubble, it accumulates to about 1,800 hours over a lifetime. That's roughly equivalent to 75 days or, you've guessed it, around 5 months. From the ancient Egyptians who used seashells to scrape off their facial hair, to the modern man with his electric razors and fancy shaving creams, men around the world have been dedicating a significant chunk of their lives to grooming. So gentlemen, next time you're shaving, just remember, you're partaking in a time-honored tradition that spans the length of 5 months. Ever heard of the man flu? Well, turns out it might be real. Yes, you heard it right. The man flu isn't just an amusing concept invented to tease men who seem to suffer more than women when they catch a cold. Recent research suggests there might be some science behind it. The term man flu refers to the idea that men, when they fall ill, tend to exaggerate their symptoms and act more unwell than they really are. But hold on before you laugh. Researchers have found that men may actually experience flu symptoms more severely than women. This could be due to differences in immune response, hormonal differences, or even evolutionary factors. It's fascinating, isn't it? Who would have thought that the man flu might not be a myth after all? So ladies, next time a man in your life is complaining about a cold, maybe cut him a little slack. Well, there you have it, folks. Some mind-blowing and hilarious facts about men. We've journeyed through some truly fascinating trivia today. We started off with the eye-opening fact that a significant number of men are colorblind. Yes, that's right, the world is a slightly different hue for some men out there. A little less rainbow, a little more 50 Shades of Grey. We then took a detour into the world of facial hair, where we discovered that if a man never shaved his beard in his entire lifetime, it could grow to be as long as 30 feet. That's longer than a school bus. Imagine the amount of beard oil needed for that. And let's not forget the infamous man flu. We've all heard the jokes, the eye rolls, and the sighs. But who knew there might be some scientific truth behind it? Turns out, men might just have a different immune response to women, making them feel ill more often. So, next time a man in your life is down with the man flu, maybe go easy on him. As we wrap up, let's take a moment to appreciate the humor and intrigue that lies in the everyday. These facts about men might seem odd, funny, or even unbelievable, but they make life all the more interesting. We hope you enjoyed these facts as much as we did. Stay tuned for more fun and fascinating videos. Until next time, keep smiling and keep learning.